Was Megatron right? The Transformers series has been a universe that attracts the attention of many and even follows it closely in childhood. Although the war between Autobots and Decepticons is generally known in this series, the story behind them is quite different. Megatron was a really smart character from the past. He had an idealistic personality, and they reflected this to people very well. There were many issues that the council that ruled the planet felt was unfair. He argued that there are better ways. Megatron tried to defend them, coming out of the people. He had already begun to think that the Cybertron Council was corrupt. Before the battle for Allspark, Megatron faced the Fallen, aka Megatronus Prime. Megatron had initially shown himself to be a revolutionary by naming this Prime after him. For those who don't know, Megatronus Prime is actually the first Decepticon. The first character to start the war against his siblings. In fact, while Megatron had a correct vision, he went astray because of Megatronus. Megatronus saw himself as superior to the other species and broke the Prime's greatest law and attacked them. Megatron encountered the Fallen after his grudge against the Cybertron Council and encouraged him to take the Allspark. Megatron gathered his loyal men and started the rebellion and rounded up the Decepticons. But after Optimus became Prime, he fought the Megatron with his Autobots. Finally, Allspark was thrown into the dark void of space, and the Megatron followed him to Earth. After falling to the North Pole, it froze in glaciers and was found by humans about 1,000 years later. You can already watch the aftermath at the beginning of Transformers 1. For this reason, Megatron was absent at the end of the Cybertron War, and others were at the head of the Decepticons. As these are Megatron's loyal men, they won't let anyone take his place. Now let's see, was Megatron right? In fact, he was right in defying Cybertron's council at first. Even Orion Pax, the Optimus Prime of the past, knew that those in high rank were dishonest. Inequalities and favoritism among the people worried Orion Pax and Megatronus after a while. Megatronus was indeed right in these times. He challenged Cybertron's leader and demanded that all Cybertronians be treated equally. But his method was wrong. Optimus also agreed with Megatron's opinion at the time, and even supported him. When Megatron arrogantly suggested overthrowing the guards, the council rejected him. Instead, Optimus offered his own opinion and they were impressed by it. When Megatron failed to achieve his goals, he and his loyal men slaughtered all who came in their way. But the person who entered his mind here was, of course, Megatronus Prime, the Fallen, whom he admired from the very beginning. Soon after, Megatron, who had been right in his first thoughts, was now well off the track. He ignored the lives he had given for the sake of his ambition and did not value anyone more than himself because he was arrogant. In short, friends, Megatron was defending the right thing, but he saw fit to stage a coup, not democracy. For this reason, he went down in history as the Decepticon who started the Cybertron War. So was Megatron right? If they had listened to Optimus, and hadn't succumbed to his arrogance and listened to the Fallen, it might have been alright if he hadn't started a rebellion with his loyal men. Already, thanks to what Megatron was advocating, his loyal men had appeared. So he did it because he thinks he's superior to everyone else and wants to be the last Prime. In short, both Optimus and Megatron had the same thoughts, but the paths they chose were different. So Megatron wasn't right. They would sacrifice the world to protect their own kind because their own planet was destroyed. But the irony of the matter is that the person who killed his own kind is himself. After all, he finally realized his mistakes and realized the importance of freedom. He didn't think there was such a thing as freedom throughout the Transformers franchise. That's the way supervillains motivate themselves, anyway. There is no such thing as freedom. In general, those who say that Megatron was right also mean his defense of justice in the first place. But making a coup or slaughtering their own people was definitely not a solution. Yes, friends, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video.